What's up, guys? Coach Peters here. Today I want to talk about strength. We never really got to the strength phase. We would have started that the week after we got back from spring break. Obviously that never happened, but we still do need to address it. I'd like to talk about this. This is my favorite phase, my favorite style of training. And I hope that if you get a chance to get in the weight room again, you spend some time in it, because it is extremely valuable. So what does that really look like? Number one, again, we're continuing that climb of intensity, right? Our volume's going down, our intensity's going up, so we're getting above. Now we're at or above 80% of your 1 rep max. Again, your 1 rep max, if I can bench press 100 pounds one time, 80% of that would be my 80, would be what I'm talking about. So 80 pounds, I usually try within this phase to stay at about 80 pounds and above. So I want to be pretty heavy now. That's what we're getting to. Our rep range is typically about in between 3 and 6 reps. That's what my little squiggly lines are for, remember, right? It's about. Everybody's a little bit different. We're gonna look for about 12 to 24 reps in your core lifts that we're really focusing on building strength in. We're gonna look to about 2 to 3 minutes of rest time as well in between your lifts. So once you rack that bar, we'll have some accessories, right, and some stretches and some corrective work in between, but you're not doing any other high intensity physical stressful training in between those big core lifts, right? So what are we exactly going to get out of it? Why do we want to train for strength? Number one, we're going to increase the amount of weight, obviously, and increase our strength. We want to get stronger. We want to be able to move bigger objects and be able to operate within this world with more efficiency and effectiveness, right? Now, number two, we need to increase technical mastery. With the weight going up, our technique needs to go up as well, right? Leverage gets bad. If we have a bad leverage in a front squat and we're leaning forward, it gets much harder as that weight gets heavier, right? So we got to make sure our technique continues to climb. Exercise selection moves to now primarily only core lifts. We want to get rid of the fluff. We don't want to be wasting performance energy, right? We don't want to get tired out and tire out our torso or our legs doing all sorts of little things, little balance things, and then have to go and squat really heavy. We don't want to do that. So make sure that we limit our accessory work and put everything you can into those core lifts. And then finally, strength is what's going to build the foundation for all physical abilities. If you want to be able to go out and run a marathon, that's simply strength being shown over and over and over and over and over. And efficiency in the strength, right? If you want to jump really high, you got to be able to display strength really, really fast, right? So strength is the fundamental athletic quality, and it's something that we really focus on a lot at BC. If you do have the ability, I'd recommend you to kind of push some of these weights. I'm going to look for the file as well. I'm going to post up our original strength card, and I would recommend you guys kind of doing that, because we were going to find some 1RMs and some maxes, and that's a lot of fun to do. But anyway, if you do start pushing some strength, make sure to stay in some of these variables, as this really helps guide you to make some of those programming decisions. And then again, really focus on your core lifts. Don't get too frilly. Time to get strong. Thanks a lot.